See here. So we're going to be in descript, and if you watched the previous stream, you saw me edit the audio so that you get the lapel mic and the environmental audio from the Osmo Pocket 3 in stereo. So you combine them both and you get this more immersive but still direct sounding audio. And this is just me trying to figure out what this even is. So this could be a complete train wreck, so there's a good chance I'll unlist this video. But I'm just literally trying to figure out what the story is. And then also, if you are an HDR video person and you want to use the AI in Descript, you can do that, but you have to then export the timeline. Also, a big thing is if for some reason you're on DJI or another software that records video in a drop frame, you'll always want to go here and adjust your footage, because Descript autocorrects this dropped frame in the timeline output or in the editing software, but not in the timeline output. And so your edits will be off by all the drop frames. So you'll want to just switch it to whatever the closest one is. So if you're in 29.9, round up to 30, and if you're in 59.9, round up to 60. It's silly, but until they fix it, that's what it is. All right. So this is just all of the footage from me going out, and I don't know what this is. So we're going to actually use the AI to clean it up, because it's 20 minutes of footage, and we're not going to sit here and watch 20 minutes of footage yet. So let's just hit the Underlord button, and we're going to do maybe, I kind of want to do this a couple of times. I almost want to do rewrite, because it was so rough. This was such a rough video, but let's do this. Let's do edit for clarity, and you can do all of these intensities and use like, yeah. Let's do this. Let's do low so that it doesn't cut too much, because I used to do medium and high, and it was just too much. The AI speech we're going to leave alone for now, but we may have to come back and generate more script. And we may just do a voiceover manually. Oh, is my mic on? It is on. Okay, great. Okay, submit. And then let me check. All right, I guess Aaron didn't come over. All right, that's fine. All right. Try not to put everything on all the business on the screen here. Hold on. Okay. So these are the edits that it's recommending. You could read all this if you wanted to. I like to just copy all of the edits to a new composition, then watch that composition and see if it did a good see if it did a good job. It looks like it cut only about 3 minutes of footage, maybe not even. So we still will have to go through this quite a bit. So now we're in a whole new timeline. So up here, AI edits from Nightbike. Let's see here. My head is in the way of the text. Maybe I will move. I'll just move this. This looks silly. All right. But this is sort of the layout of Descript, so it is what it is. I guess I could, get fancy and round all the corners, but we don't have time for that. All right. Okay.
All right, this is a little bit different. Slightly different type of video. I did want to talk about a few things. The upcoming podcast is going to be about being flaky, getting things done, not being flaky. Maybe this video is. Maybe that's what this video is. But I also did want to talk about.
Well, this is incredibly boring, right? So let's actually go through and go with the reading bit. So we can actually just read and just delete stuff. So in descript, it's really easy to just delete. I actually don't like to delete like that. I like to use this line so that I can get it back if I wanted to. So we're just going to skip on down to, so it'll just go, this video is going to be a little
bit different. The upcoming podcast is going to be about being flaky, getting
right. And so we can cut this little gap out, and you can have this done automatically, but like I said, my edits were very choppy for a while, and that's why. So I kind of don't want to cut everything automatic necessarily, although I kind of did. But anyway, being flaky, getting things done, not being flaky. And then we can just, okay, so we can just, so I'm really just warming up my brain because I'm warming up my mouth, I guess. I have to talk kind of to get into the flow of talking, so that's sort of what the beginning is. Okay. Okay, and I am pointing, I think, the camera, nope, to some people playing basketball. And I'm editing. I'm just editing without actually looking at the footage, which is like a whole other way to edit, right? Let me make sure the audio is coming through on this video. I think it is. And I'm editing. I'm just editing without actually looking at the footage, which is like a whole other way to edit, right? Okay. That's good. And
this whole situation right here. They're all playing a game. They're all kind of have an opinion.
Okay. Where it is, we'll just bleep that out. So yeah, the face tracking wasn't working. So let's just cut all this. Okay, and then I'm riding a bicycle, not a motorcycle.
I'm riding a bicycle, not a motorcycle today.
Okay, this is like a real struggle. This was a pain. It was freezing too last night, which is really bizarre here. To hold the selfie stick, it also makes it a little more difficult to not fall and bust my beep. So, and I'm still trying to figure out what I'm even talking about. Like this may not even be a video. This might be one of those things where you just have to toss it. I don't know. We'll see.
Showing up, like showing up when you say you're going to show up, or just showing up in general. Like it's cold. It's never cold, and it's kind of almost freezing. Maybe, I guess maybe like 45, 40. But if you're used to, you know, hot AF Thai weather, then this is kind of brutal. Think about going down to the night market, get some chicken, maybe botany hang. I don't ever film this side of.
So I'm actually, I guess, I don't know if it's unconsciously or consciously, but I'm really hoping these count as loops in people's minds. So I'm like going to the market, showing up in general, and being flaky. I'm going to start talking about that. So I'm hoping that I'm actually opening up these curiosity loops a little bit. Maybe it's a little bit slow to get there. This bit, maybe not so important. This doesn't need to be here. It's not important to the video idea. Yeah, so not being flaky. Okay, what is that? How do you not be flaky? All right, and then we got vlogging in public. Well, that could be interesting to some people. Riding a bicycle, not important, but maybe important just for the sake of it. Explain what's going on here. But I don't know. Maybe I can move this or take this out because this seems like this is not a hook. So maybe just cut this out, and then showing up here, we're talking about being flaky or not showing up in general. And then I talk about how cold it is as like just changing subjects because it was cold. And then talk about going down to the night market. So that's another hook. So maybe somebody's curious about what the night market looks like in this town here. Some chickens. Bought me hang. And then I've never filmed this side, so it makes it more rare. So I think there's that together is enough hooks to keep people watching, hopefully. And then here I'm talking about just personally overcoming vlogging in public, right? Come to these places. So hopefully some of these places are still open. It's late, so we don't know. A little behind schedule on my whole schedule. Yeah, we don't know. A little behind schedule. All right. So we can cross this out. We'll see where we are here. We're just kind of riding around. All right, cool. Right? Okay, so I don't have to say I'm going to turn the camera around every time. And then I'll just cut that out. You can see what's left of the market tonight. And here I'm just kind of maybe
Tonight.
Cut a little bit till it starts to flip. So it starts to flip what? Here, here, here. So just cut that bit and then see.
Market tonight.
There we go.
This is way out there. Maybe turn the brightness of the screen down so it's not so
Okay, I'm just talking to myself here.
ridiculous.
So we can cut that out.
There's just something subtle there.
Okay, yeah, I'm just adjusting the screen.
Okay.
So we'll cut all this bit.
Not complaining about the poison.
Okay, whoops. So here we actually are going here again, so... Oops. Where was the bit where we started going? I just want this bit here. It's hard to edit the silence. Also in descript you do have this timeline bit, just like a regular editor here. Just have to hit show timeline. I don't know why this is not uncrossing out. It's like not listening to the direction. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Oh boy, what have I done? All right. All right, well, anyway, we can go back to here. All right, now this part is... I think I started to go here.
Subtle there.
Where did I start to go? Here. Okay. Oh, it's not always perfect. See, it keeps losing when I'm editing, but that's okay, I guess. All right, cool. Started writing. All right, maybe not. Maybe started writing down here. Okay.
Yep.
So we want this bit here, and then it can jump.
Yep.
don't know, I think this is like a kind of a cool shot, so it's the only reason I'm wanting to include this. Thanks, Aaron. You said you missed Thailand.
Just a couple of vendors out. My chicken place is already closed. Had some really rough chicken experience.
Had food poisoning from the best restaurant in Thailand is also the worst. Like, it's just like whoever's cooking that day is, there's no telling. So, yeah. Food poisoning from the same place that has the best food.
Closed earlier. Pretty sure I got food poisoning, but this is not a channel about complaining about food poisoning. This is like when you feel that hit and your stomach starts to churn.
This is funny. Hey, if I have some tidbits for how to avoid food poisoning, I got it.
Feel that hit and your stomach starts to churn. Just go get that charcoal, man. Just knock it out, right out of the park. Actually, I feel better than I did before I ate the chicken. So,
I'm telling you, man, that's what they used to use in hospitals.
I feel better than I did before I ate the chicken. So, yeah. Maybe I'll take the bike over, say bye to the cousin, also, before we lose town. Cup kuna cup.
Golly, it's so loud. It's like quiet and loud. Maybe I do need to turn the background up more. I probably will not actually do that, but just in my edits, like I was trying to figure out the volume that the ambience should be. I think maybe -5, like a difference of 8 decibels is probably the right version of what it needs to be, instead of just like 3 less decibels, so that there's a little more ambience. And so when I speak, it's not so loud, but I am going to probably limit this again or process this a little bit. So
Before we lose town.
okay, so let's cut this, and then I ordered this food.
Cup kuna cup.
And then this is another clip here.
Okay, so we got some banh mi hang, which is just some pork and noodles, but without soup. It's basically noodles, but without soup. It's basically soup, without the broth.
That's what I'm trying to say, without the broth. Okay, just one moment. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. All right. Okay, where were we?
Banh mi hang, which is just some pork and noodles, but without soup. It's basically soup, without the broth. So, beside the point. So the point of this video is that I'm making a video, even though I didn't get to make a video earlier. So yeah. So we're just gonna kind of coast by the mother-in-law-ish aunt-in-law's house. See if the family's there. If not, no big deal. before they go out of town, but did want to say bye. They probably already left. I got out of the house much later. Coast by the aunt-in-law's house. See if the family's there. If not, no big deal. Before they go out of town, but did want to say bye. They probably already left. I got out of the house much later due to the stomach issue thing.
Okay, so we're just gonna cut all this not important.
Try not to take the dog.
Okay, so I did all this. I don't think this ant story is important to the video. This was just what I had to do because of where I was, and they were leaving town. So we got the soup without soup, and then we went back to the soup. So let's do that to pick it up. So
the dog in the soup. Try not to take the dog. Also, I'm just riding the bike in the middle of the street. Something I would never do in America, but it seems like, I don't know, people just kind of get used to it. Like people buy and drive, like there's a little electric bikes as well. So people are used to having to dodge things. It's pretty common. To be like a very offensive / defensive driver. So.
Okay, that was so let's see if there's anything. All right, so we can cut this out, whatever that is. I'm just basically talking to myself. Pick up the food. All right.
All right, we were attempting to go back and pick up the food, but there seems to be a traffic jam. Just 1 second, more of a videos. Piece of cake. So stable. So they didn't drop anything important.
Okay, so
all right, let's go get
this
food.
out. Cut this out.
All right, we got this. Fill me at night. More videos.
Where's the traffic jam thing? I didn't.
Piece didn't drop anything important. All right, let's go get our food. Hopefully it's still open. All right, we got this. Fill me at night on the Osmo Pocket 3 in the standard color.
We got keywords here for later. Fill me at night on the Osmo Pocket 3.
Fill me at night on the Osmo Pocket 3 in the standard color. Also, stay tuned to the channel. I got a how to edit in HDR video coming.
That's this video.
I have a little bit about using DaVinci Resolve Studio and Descript.
Maybe I should just put this at. That's this video. Okay, great. Right.
How to edit in.
Also, stay tuned to the channel. I got. Okay, so we won't put stay tuned to that. I got how to edit in HDR video coming. So I'm gonna have a little bit about using DaVinci Resolve Studio and Descript. Just kind of my workflow for how I do these videos. Because sometimes it's hard to find a story in the middle of nothing. Nothing's going on. How do you find the story? So, it's gonna be all right. So let's just cut a bunch.
All right. Got a lot. Maybe we can find a spot to film, maybe about the rest or something. Means oncoming traffic. That's the best.
I feel like I'm missing a clip or a video.
We got the food.
Oh, okay. Alright, so we'll just cut whatever this is nonsense. Hopefully we have a video what's left of stuff after this.
Means oncoming traffic. That's nice. Okay. We got the food. We got the food. We got the food. We got the food.
What happened up here? Why is this separate? What did I just do? Something just happened. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm just trying to change the length of this.
We got the food.
And we can cut to here, probably. Right here. So,
It's late, so everybody's closing. If not already closed. Boy, this is tricky. Oh, the tricky bits.
okay, so we crossed the road. Alright,
This is how they drive, bro.
I was really just out of
This is
breath.
how they drive.
It was so
I think
cold.
we're gonna- This is how they drive, bro.
They're just, the slow car will just
This is
cut
how
in
they
front of
drive.
you,
So I think
which
we're
makes
gonna
no
actually
sense.
go- No.
Yeah, what is the topic of this one, Aaron? The original idea was being flaky, but then it's definitely going to be the topic of the podcast later, but I didn't really go into it too much. It was more just like getting food and driving around at night in Thailand. But maybe I did get back to it a little bit, hopefully. It's, yeah, we'll see. Like getting stuff done too, like sticking to a schedule, like actually like figuring out how to, you know, have a little bit of discipline, even though like discipline is like a foreign word to me.
This is how they.
But this was like way late. Like I had meant to shoot this footage probably a day and a half sooner. I was just like, I'm not gonna wait to shoot anything. I'm just gonna go shoot. So
This is how they drive, bro.
okay, so we watched this. Okay.
This is how they drive. So I think we're gonna actually go.
All right, let me just cut this.
No.
This is all boring.
Back to the market a little bit.
Maybe just cut
That
this.
Night markets, I should say, because there's also a day market.
Thanks for hopping back in. Oh, can you see? Why does it cut off the top of... That's so weird. There. Top of the video. Actually, it should not be cutting off like all of my workflow here. So weird. No. All right. I don't know. Okay. Ah. The computer seems to be handling this okay, though, surprisingly. Last time I tried to record this, it just went crazy. All right.
that way.
Also, in descript, you can listen at 2x. So if you're watching back in 2x later, then this will be in 4x.
I'll be honest, this is way heavier. It should be. position a little bit. We're just driving back up. I will be honest, this is way heavier. It should be. Change that position a little bit. We're just driving back up toward the park. Hopefully. Should be. You hear the bike squeaking noise. And everything is the way it's supposed to be.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so we'll just cut this out. This is just nothing.
Park. This is good spot. There's a little better lighting around here. So we can switch the angle a little bit. Just a slightly better shot. Alright. Let's talk about getting stuff done no matter what. Like, or showing up, like being flaky. I was flaky.
Here we go. Let's get into the content.
If I said I was going to go somewhere or do something, there's a...
Getting into the main content here. I'm going to just do 1x though, because...
Getting stuff done no matter what. Like, or showing up, like being flaky. I was flaky basically my whole life. Like, just, if I said I was going to go somewhere or do something, there was a 90% chance it wouldn't happen. I wouldn't show up. Or if I did show up, I would be probably super late. If it was something I really cared about, I would be there super early, like a dork. I just never had this normal sense of how to act, how to behave. Just always never feeling good enough.
Yeah, I skipped one of my best friend's weddings. That is...
Weddings?
They say not...
I'm not even sure why.
Yeah.
Like, just feel like I wasn't good enough to go to the wedding, you know? That's it. Guess we're back over here by the games. I'm gonna drive along the outside and then maybe back on the inside.
Okay, so we can cut all this. The complaining. I leave the butt in. But
I just, you know, this is a nice view. This is a nice color. I'm really curious how this translates later.
okay.
Our food is going to get cold for sure, but there's a good chance it was cold already. That's something different. Like, they're fine serving you cold food. Like, oh, you ordered food? Here's the one that's been sitting here forever. Even fried food. Like, you'll go by a booth or a stall and they'll just have fried food, French fries, chicken, all kind of stuff just sitting there, and it's just been there. It's just been sitting there. You just have to gamble. Is it worth testing whether or not the fries are fresh or not? All right, we're gonna switch hands a little bit.
Okay, more complaining. Gotta skip all that. Like, this is the advantage of filming yourself too. Like, this is just like a huge life hack. Like, you realize like how much you suck. Like you just, you know, if you complain this much and then you realize complaining is annoying, then, you know, you're getting that feedback, you know, like, oh, okay, I should just not be complaining. Okay, so we'll just cut whatever this is out and see what this is.
Some car stops here. A little bit sketch.
All right, so we'll just leave in a little bit sketch.
We have this weapon of truth. For those of you that don't know, this is the best tripod you could possibly put.
This is a cool way to edit in Descript too. Can you see the bottom? You cannot see it over my face. Okay. Let me show you this. So when you're on the timeline view in Descript, you can edit by words. So like you can see this, and then you can see like this word. It didn't figure it out. I tried to say this.
Oh, there's this.
I said there, but anyway, it didn't figure it out right. But anyway, it doesn't need to be there anyway. So what you can do is just grab the word after and then drag it over, and then ta-da.
Oh no, this is the best tripod.
I mean, obviously you can still edit by text or whatever, but since there's no actual word there, it didn't figure out what I said. You can just do it that way also.
Don't know. This is the best tripod you could possibly purchase. I'll actually link that in the description. Why not? just been a weird video, and I get it. But, you know, you get to see some of rural Thailand at night. Catch like a...
All right, let me go back and edit some of that out. I was trying to move my head back over here. I don't know what the deal is. And go back up just a little bit and just look at the text here. A little bit sketch. Oh, we have the weapon of truth. Oh, the weapon of truth being the tripod itself. Yeah. This thing is... do I have it out? I have it, yeah. Man, like nobody's gonna mess with you if you have this. That is not close to full screen. We almost got it. Okay, yeah, this is the Ulanzi whatever thing. It's super portable. Aaron, I know you probably use a bunch of tripods, but this thing, it's I know it's probably mostly aluminum, but it's heavy, and you could really do some serious damage with this. And it doesn't use a lot of space, and it turns into a tripod super easy. And I really should link this. I don't have the link yet, but this thing, man, like, it's just super dope. And then it has this little mechanism here, like it's just a regular, I don't know, 1/8 inch screw thing, but there's like a little, I don't know how to say. It's like a spring that pushes against whatever you lock in here so that it's tight. And then also you can bend, it does bend another like 90 degrees or whatever this way or the other way. I don't know if you can see this, but this is the best tripod I've ever seen in my life. And it's like I said, it's super small. It doubles as a weapon, and it's easy to just collapse and put together. Oh, that was probably loud. That's yeah, man. Get one of these if you don't have one. All right, back to work. We lost our head. Face track enabled. Not really necessary for this, but you turn into a tripod. Yes, you could do that, but that's variable, right? Depending on your blood flow.
Go by.
By the way, Jason, I'm going to be coming back to town on the 30th-ish. Maybe give me a call or send me an email for a number I can call. I don't have my phone. My phone got disconnected because this is a long fucking story, but basically T-Mobile got bought by somebody, and then our Sprint got bought by T-Mobile, and then they stopped supporting the SIM card. Yeah, it's a long story. So anyway, yeah, fun stuff.
Like, oh, you ordered food? Here's the one that's been sitting here forever. Even fried food. Like,
okay, so we watched this fried food thing. The weapon of truth being the tripod.
Those of you that don't know, this is the best.
Okay, and then we can just skip to this is the best. This is the best
tripod you could possibly purchase.
Maybe I'll stick it on the screen. Okay, my face is down there.
I'll actually link that in the description. Why not? It's just been a weird video, and I get it. But, you know, you get to see some of rural Thailand at night. Catch like a two. Link that in the description. Why not? It's just been a weird video, and I get it. But, you know, you get to see some of rural Thailand at night. Catch like a too late night vibe, just slightly too late. To see some of rural Thailand.
There's like a double S here. Yeah. Some. So we'll do the same edit.
see some of rural Thailand at night. Catch like a too late night vibe, just slightly too late to be doing anything productive or worthwhile. And it's not like you're in a big town, so there's very little nightlife going on. I think you have to drive quite a bit out of the way to have that. So, yeah, now we're back where we started.
Oh, thanks, man.
And I'm gonna have to cross this road. Maybe something I should do the other way. Let's do that. Let's loop around. The only reason we're not getting off and crossing the road is because the traffic is backwards. Everything is backwards here. So it's less safe to go this way. Or more safe.
What is to run more safe?
This.
I don't even know what I said. This is not English or Thai.
Way. Let's go this way. So we'll do the loop-de-loo up there. It's gonna be good. And hopefully we'll have some insight. Hopefully it will come to us. Because I got a whole podcast coming out. Some insight. Because I got a whole podcast coming out tomorrow. Or if you're watching this, probably it's already out. It's already out. And I've just expanded a little deeper on the topic of being a flake and getting things done, maybe, and like actually, and getting things done, maybe, and like actually accomplishing your goals. And like, I'm so it's.
This is funny.
Like, it's my lack of confidence and my lack of actually accomplishing things is giving me more confidence because I'm so confident that I'm not confident. It's really, really bizarre. And so I'm so confident that I haven't done enough and I haven't accomplished as much as I wanted to, that it makes this content, hopefully, a little better.
We'll get there.
This content, hopefully, a little better.
What did I just say there? Hopefully.
It's a little better.
Anyway, we can just fix that.
Hopefully, a little better, with more purpose. Here's the. This place is great up here. This truck's driving great. This place up here helped with some of the wedding stuff.
Let's see what this.
Purpose. This place is great up here. This truck's driving great. This place up here helped with some of the wedding stuff that we hosted at the house. This place up here helped with some of the wedding stuff that we hosted at the house. That we hosted at the house.
Trying to get rid of that
Hosted at the.
It's right here. You can see it right.
That we hosted at the house, and it was very last minute, so I really appreciate that. I don't know if anybody's seeing this in Thailand. It seems like a lot of you are actually Thai, which is again bizarre because all of my settings are not that. But crossing the other side would have been maybe a little sketchy.
Okay. Let's just cut all of that. I don't want to knock Thai people.
Seeing this in Thailand. Crossing the other side would have been maybe a little sketchy.
Hey, we're almost home here. What was the point of the video? Hopefully you got something out of Let's see.
Not exactly sure what the point of this video is, but hopefully you got something out of it. And I'll turn the camera around here as we get home. All right. Not gonna mess with too much stuff because I just gotta get home, gotta eat my food.
I'm not gonna mess with too much stuff. What am I even talking about? Maybe the camera. I'm not gonna. All right, let's just go to. I just gotta get home. All right.
All right. I just gotta get home, gotta eat my food. So I just really did want to film this just so I had some extra footage or had some extra content. That's really
okay. Well, yeah, that's all right. Okay, the ideas. Let's just skip all this. The
ideas do come to me when I'm out. Like usually when I'm out walking. There is that. Let's see if I can get that.
And then maybe I'll have to walk to get a better idea, better inspiration than just riding a bicycle. All right, that seems important.
Maybe I'll have to walk to get better ideas, better inspiration than just riding a bicycle. Okay. So there is that. Let's see if I can get that.
I almost crashed.
Onto this. Oh, the sidewalk is gone now. Huh? So, oh, the sidewalk is gone now. Okay, well, I probably knocked all the air out of my tires. A lot of fun on that one. That's okay. It's gonna be good.
All right. All right. Let's cut all this. All right. And we'll cut all this bit.
Okay. It really is cold out here. Or now. In Thailand.
Now?
Now. In Thailand.
As they say. Why would I cut that?
As they say. In Thailand. Very cold. Yeah, I guess this is just sort of the effort mindset I'm starting to get. Like, it's just like, you know what? I'm just going to film. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm on a bicycle. It's not cool. It's not cool. This is sort of the effort mindset I'm starting to get. Like, it's just like, you know what? I'm just going to film. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm on a bicycle. It's not cool. It's not cool to be on a bicycle.
I don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay.
Just film in front of stream. Strangers, but it's just one of those things where it's like, no, you said you're going to do this, you're going to make videos, and you're going to try to find a story, you're going to try to encourage yourself.
All right, let's just you can cut probably all this. All right. I don't know if this is actually uplifting or just exhausting and draining.
Just try to encourage yourself and
cringe.
That's a byproduct. Hopefully you encourage others, and hopefully I'm not breathing too hard.
Okay, let's just cut this bit. Let's do a little noise reduction. That's what I meant to do. The breath reduction. Oh, that's fine.
If you've got a Osmo 3 and you need to see, like, how can I still be in stereo? How can I be in stereo but also use the lapel?
I was so out of breath. It's really cold, bro.
See, like, how can I be in stereo but also use the lapel mic, but also get the environmental sounds? Then that's the video for you. When it's done, I'll have a link for it up here. If any of this was interesting or you think it could help someone, go ahead and share it with a friend. I get it, like this is just a lot of riding around. Make sure you watch a video. YouTube recommends a video up here. And also, if you need help getting unstuck, check out the Being a Creator podcast. We'll catch you in the next one. Okay.
Well, hey, there you go. It's a video. It's a video. And I will probably publish this in the next couple of days. And the big thing here is if you were coming and you're curious about the HDR workflow, Descript does not natively support HDR, and so in order to get the HDR back over to DaVinci Resolve, if you have Resolve Studio or Final Cut Pro or Premiere Pro, and you need that HDR footage, but you like the workflow of editing in Descript because it's so much faster, then make sure that, again, if you tap this little button here, go to the other setting, and if you're in a dropped frame setting, make sure you go round up to the nearest one, because it does not accommodate for that when you export the timeline. So you go to Publish, Export, Timeline, and then whichever software you're editing your HDR footage in my case, it's DaVinci Resolve, and then hit Export, and export the file there. And if any of this was beneficial or helpful or any of those things, then make sure you're subscribed, following, and watch another video on the channel. This podcast will be out later on today, tomorrow. The Being a Creator podcast, and that should be up here somewhere on the playlist. I don't know why I'm shaking my finger so much. And then on the other side will be YouTube recommends a video there, and we'll catch you in the next one. All right, I'm gonna just let it sit for a second. YouTube likes to cut a bunch off the end, so just 1 second. Thanks guys for showing up in the chat too. Appreciate it. End stream.